So welcome everyone back to Middle Earth Gaming, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another hobby vlog. This is my hobby vlog number 18, I think it is. So yeah, and in this hobby vlog I'll be going over everything that I completed, I should say, in October. Now I want to say that this video is probably going out a little bit late. It's probably going out to the middle to the late of November. I just haven't had the time to get this done before then, so unfortunately, so apologies about that, guys. But I'm starting to get like a bit more of a routine to try and get more content out of the channel, so hopefully that should be good for you guys. But yeah, thank you so very much. Hope you guys are enjoying the content recently, even though it's a little bit stagnant. But hopefully, you know, I can try and make a bit of a system for myself to try and get more content out there for you guys. That's the plan anyway, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, in this video anyway, we're going to go over everything that I completed in October, and I was honestly thinking about probably pushing this to November as well. I'm putting November in it as well, but I've got a fair bit to show you in this one. Well, not like a lot of troops, I should say. So, but the spoilers there. Elves, lots of elves. So let's get straight into it, and I'll see you at the desk. Alright guys, so it's time to see what I painted in October. And I'm going to start off with the first things I completed, which are these guys. Some Palace Guard. I painted up 10 of these guys. I did buy a box at some point, and I got rid of 10 because I only need 10, because you only need 10 for the scenario. So I painted these guys up. So let's take a look. Now, as you can probably see, there's a bit of static grass on this guy. They were pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with the shields, how they turned out. You know, the shields are a bit tough, honestly. I gotta say. Let's see, is that better? Maybe. Is that, which one's better? We'll see. I think that might be a bit better. But yeah, the shields were a bit tricky. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to. I don't know. Is that better? For you to try and see the actual. I think that's probably a bit better. Yeah, so the shields were actually a bit difficult for me to try and figure out. I'm spending a lot of time, you know, going over movie images, and because it's like a wooden appearance. So we can get a little bit closer. There we go. The gold's just the same gold as I do for my Easterlings, which I do have a painting guide for my Easterlings, but I actually haven't published it yet. So I might do that at some point. Just quite happy. The cloaks, I might come back to the cloaks. Actually, I wasn't too happy with them. Like, they're okay. Like, one of them's was it this guy? I don't know. They look a lot like, I don't know. They look quite dull on here, I gotta say. I mean, his one turned out alright. I might do some more highlights on the cloaks eventually. Or just do like a fine edge highlight or something, but you know, that turned out alright. I was quite happy with them. Here is the Palace Guard Captain. One of the Palace Guard Captains. I do have the other one as well, but I haven't painted him up yet. Yeah, I might do another highlight on the Palace Guard at some on the cloaks at some point. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I can't really complain. Their bases were a bit tricky. I was thinking, like, these are like the new bases that I'm doing for all my miniatures. Like, I'm actually like rebasing my entire collection at, like, you know, as we go. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing some different bases for Mirkwood. So I do have like some leaves, like some like red and orange leaves I might put on the base at some point, but we'll have to wait and see. Might try it out on one of them and just see how they go. So next one I will show you are the Mirkwood Armored Elves. Now these ones are actually done, these guys might look a little bit different than what you normally do, because I have done some conversions. I'm also have done the Mirkwood Armored Captain, but he will be shown off in November, because I didn't get him done in October. I got him done in, I'm completing him in November. So he'll be shown off in the next hobby vlog. So we got the 4 bows, 4 glaives, there we go, and the 4 shields, 4 swords and shields. So bow, shield, 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 shield. There we go. So let's start off with these. So the bows, always found the Mirkwood armored bows are quite the bows themselves are actually quite short, and in the film they're quite longer. So simple conversion, just chopped off the hand out here, and this is the hand and the bow of a Galadhrim, and I think they fit in quite well. They fit in quite well. I gotta say. Again, the armor's a bit of a work in progress. I might come back to it at some point, but if you guys can see the actual armor themselves. Actually, do I have anything? Not really, do I? I was trying to show you a bit better. But it's more like a wooden appearance with like a silver highlight over it. So that's what I've gone for. So like it's kind of wooden. You can't really see, the camera's quite shocking. I've got to get a new camera, guys. I'm sorry, you guys can't probably see this very well. I assure you it looks better in real life. Again, that's just the bow of Galadhrim, which I think they look a bit better. Again, the bow of the Galadhrim, and a little bit of green stuffing as well. And that's the arrow of the Galadhrim as well. And the same one as the first guy. Chopped off the hand and the bow. And I think it fits in quite well. Quite happy with them. They look very, very dull. I'm just very sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on right now. But there we go. I'll show you guys the swords next. So this guy you're probably more familiar with. This is like one of the natural Mirkwood elves. But I had, in this warband, I had 3 of these guys, so I don't want them to all look the same. So what I've done, and you will be able to like notice, but I have done some conversions, and it is the body of a Galadhrim, and the shield of a Mirkwood elf, and the head of a Mirkwood elf. So I've just done a bit of head swapping, bit of arm swapping, but I think, you know, when you got them next to each other, they don't look too dissimilar. The armor is obviously the dead giveaway, but I think, you know, far back on the table, I don't think you're really going to see a difference. You know, from the back, I think they look alright. And, you know, honestly, it's got more playability, which I'm, you know, obviously very happy with. Obviously didn't have enough shields, so I've done a blue stuff for some Mirkwood shields. I just press molded some Mirkwood shields, used green stuff as the like these shields are all made of green stuff, which is kind of cool. And here's the other guy. This guy I'm pretty happy with. This guy turned out pretty cool. So yeah, that shield is entirely made of green stuff, and you can probably tell if you like look at it side by side with another one. But I've honestly forgotten which one's which. Like that's obvious. That's one of the Mirkwood shields, and you can't really tell much of a difference. Like you can tell that there's probably like a bit more definition on this one, like the actual Mirkwood shield. But I think, you know, honestly, if you're looking from 2 feet away, which you will be, because you know I'm not the greatest painter. These are never going into like a golden demon or anything. But I think, you know, side by side on the table, they'll look right. So there we go. Those are those ones. Oh, and yeah, this sword on this guy is actually from a Mirkwood elf as well. But there we go. And with the spears, well, the glaives, obviously in the film they've got spears and shields, so that's what I wanted to do. Now, obviously, glaives can spear support. They can shield. They can parry, all that kind of stuff. So in like, you know, I'll probably never ever use these guys in a tournament, and if I do, I'm sure the Ruler Cool will hopefully win the day. Obviously, these guys can shield. They can spear support. You know, yeah, I just think they look a lot cooler than the glaives. And that's why I ran out of the shields, because I wanted to give these guys shields, because the glaive models don't come with shields. And I just think they look kind of cool. Obviously, the arms are from Galathrim as well. And I obviously the armor's a bit different, but painted in the same way, I think it does. It works. I think it does work. You know, when you have them side by side, bit of a shield wall kind of thing. It looks pretty cool. And these guys you should hopefully recognize from the film, when the you know, they come up and they're getting ready for the rams to come and to be charged. They go like this, and then they pull their shields back like that. So these conversions I was very happy with. Again, Galathrim, I'll show you on this one. So Galathrim hand and Galathrim spear reposed some of the joints, some of the arms. So honestly, this guy, like the glaive was going this side. I don't have like an actual glaive model to show you, but like he was holding the glaive like this way, so the glaive was like this way. So instead, there's one of the press molded shields and the spear, and I think it looks kind of cool. So when you have them, you know, all side by side, you get like a little shield wall, which is kind of cool. Which is you know what they do in the film. And you know, when I was going to make my Mirkwood army, like this is what I wanted to do. This is how I wanted them to look, like they, you know, like are from the film. Because you don't see glaives. I'm guessing the glaives were probably a like an early design choice, and they just didn't decide to go with them. And they went with spears and shields instead. But I was quite happy with them, with how they turned out. And as you can see, you know, from a distance, like they all do look very similar, with a bit of variety. So I'm quite happy with them. And then last but not least, I also painted some Mirkwood Rangers. It's been a lot of elves this month. I gotta say, but it's been fun. It's been fun. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I'm missing one. Where's the other guy? There he is. So these are the Mirkwood Rangers. So I'll show you the captain first. Just kind of happy with how these guys turned out. Very, very cool. I've noticed you know, they've actually become quite glossy, so I might have to hit them with a matte varnish, which I've never actually ever done before. I think it's from the washers. So I shook up the pot very, very well, but for some reason they just didn't turn out too great. It's not really focusing, is it? There we go. Like I said before, I'm not the greatest at painter, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. This guy's pretty cool. I've actually used Storm Shield on him, so hopefully he doesn't look as glossy. If you can actually come into focus, that would be great. So he shouldn't look as glossy as the other one. I just wanted to test it out. He should look a bit more matte than the others. This guy. So you can see I used the Storm Shield on this bit and not on this bit, so it's a little bit duller, which is cool. So it seems that worked very well. I've never used it before, so I only wanted to use it on, you know, little bits. You can see like the gloss. So I'm definitely going to have to use like a matte varnish or something for that, to get rid of that. But again, I need to get a new camera, guys. This is kind of ridiculous at this point. It looks very, very dull, unfortunately. But again, I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Usually they look better on camera than they do in real life. Actually, at the moment they look better in real life, trust me, than they do on camera. This guy's pretty cool pose. Look very, very dark, which is not what you want, really. And we have this one. Again, a little bit glossy, so definitely have to use like a matte sealant or something. So there you go. That is my, I guess, my Mirkwood project that I've done, that I completed in October. There's obviously a few more things to go. This is obviously to go with the orcs that I did up the month before. Obviously for the Mirkwood section of our Defense of the North campaign. So, and obviously this is a good start to a Thranduil's Falls army. I do have, like I said, that's all the Palace Guard I got. I sold the other 10. I've got another Palace Guard captain. I've got another Mirkwood Ranger captain. I've got the Mirkwood Armored captain, Tauriel, Legolas, Thranduil. You know, there's quite a few other things. I want to get another 24 of these guys as well, of the Mirkwood Armored Elves. And I do have another 10 Rangers to paint up at some point. So this is far from over for sure. But you know, I'm quite happy with how they've turned out. And obviously, like they said, you know, like how they look now is actually quite a good representation now. I don't know, the camera is just shocking. Again, apologies guys, I will get a better camera in the future. But there we go, they kind of look, they look very cool. Happy with how the new basing's working out. Like I said, I might put some leaves on and you know, spruce them up a bit at the when I get a chance, when I go to my friendly local gaming store next. But we'll have to wait and see. So let's go back to the couch and tally up how I've gotten, how I've completed my hobby goals for the year so far. So there we go, guys. That is what I completed in October. So 34 models are not too shabby, I gotta say. So yeah, let's get on to my how I'm going for the year, my bought painted ratio thing. So first of all, let's start off with the good things, the painted stuff. Like I just showed you, I painted 34 models. So it was 10 Palace Guard, 10 Mirkwood Rangers, 12 Mirkwood Armored Elves, the Ranger Captain, and the Palace Guard Captain, which was very cool. I think that was pretty decent over the last month. I did do, if I remember correctly, it's been quite a while now. I think I started them in September, but I finished them in October, or near the end of October. So that was pretty cool. But I also bought a couple of models. I bought quite a few actually. I bought 20 models, so not as bad. So you know, I'm still in the minus there. For that month anyway. So what did I buy? So I bought stuff that we need for future things. So I got 2 packs of the Spiders of Mirkwood. So that includes each pack comes with 2 giant spiders and 2 Mirkwood spiders. And I've actually already built them and they're ready to be painted. So, you know, they're already on the go, which is really good. So that's 8 models there. I also bought the Thranduil King of Mirkwood set. So that was Thranduil on foot, Thranduil on horse, and the regal looking Thranduil from Desolation of Smaug. And I've already got the foot one on the go. He's already being painted as we speak. Like he's not finished, but he's on the go. He's probably, I don't know, about the third of the way there. Hopefully try and get him finished this month, but we'll see. So yeah, that's another extra 3 models, so that brings up to 11. And then we have 9 more models. What do you guys think they are? They are the Nazgul, the classic ring wraiths. These ones are in fine cast, so yeah, the classic ring wraiths. For a future, I don't really want to say at the moment because I don't know when it's going to start, if it will start, but I'm planning to do a regular series, shall we say, and I'll need them for the first couple of episodes, streams, whatever they're going to be. I'm not too sure. So yeah, that's an extra 9. So that brings up to 20 models bought in October. Like I said, I'm not gonna, you know, you guys can probably, if you're keeping up to date with the hobby vlogs this year, you can probably keep up to date of how many have actually painted and how many have bought this year so far. But considering that we're so close to the end of the year, I'm trying to keep it a bit of a secret for those of you guys. Try and build up the suspense a little bit to see if I actually do it. I remember this time last year, I bought a massive eBay haul, and I think I bought like 200 models, and that blew me straight out of the water. I think last year, I painted 234 models total, and I bought like 430 or something crazy like that. And it was because of that haul. It was because of that massive eBay haul that I purchased. And there was another one I was thinking about doing, but I was like, I know I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna stick to it this time. So I haven't done any big purchases. I've done a few big purchases this year, to be honest. I remember doing a big one in June with all those elves. I think I bought like 70 or 80 models in 1 month, which was kind of crazy. Yeah, so this month we're on the up. So we painted 34 and we only bought 20. I say only, that's quite a few. There are a lot of things that are going to be painted up quickly as well. Like I said, I already built the spiders. They're ready to be painted. I've already started painting one of the Thranduils, and I'm actually in the middle of starting to paint those Nazgul. I'm hoping to get those Nazgul actually done this month in November. So, you know, in theory, that's not too bad. You know, really, the only ones that are being added to the backlog are the Thranduil on horse and the regal looking Thranduil, because I don't really need them at the moment. I love that Thranduil on horse. I know a lot of people don't because he's not on elk. I remember when he first came out, a lot of people hated that model because it wasn't on an elk. But I really like that model. I actually I used to own him in my old collection. I actually entered him into a golden demon one year, like the old golden demons, like 10 years ago. And I think I got to I think I won the store. I think I got up to the regionals. But I didn't get any further than that. But that was pretty cool. But yeah, so I definitely going to paint up another one. Hopefully paint him better. I don't have my old one anymore. I sold him when I sold my whole collection like 5-6 years ago. But hoping to do a better version when I eventually get to him at some point. But who knows when that's going to happen. But yeah, so yeah, Thranduil is obviously for the Mirkwood scenarios in Defense to North, as well as the spiders. And like I said, those Nazgul are getting ready for a secret project that I'm hoping. I'm looking over there because that's where they are. I'm looking. I don't think they're going to start. It's going to start at the end of the year, but hopefully the start of next year. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe after the summer rush, because I'm quite busy during summer at work. So maybe at the end of January, start of February, maybe we'll see about that. That's when summer holidays finish, and you know, it starts to calm down a little bit for a bit. So we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep you guys up to date about that anyway. But there we go. That is what I completed in October. Like I said, I've got a few things planned to paint in November. I've got quite a few heroes, and I've got some orc trackers that I actually recently bought on eBay that I'm hoping to complete for a 48-hour challenge. So I'm thinking about maybe doing like a mini hobby vlog before the next big vlog comes out for November, going over if I complete that 48-hour challenge. So if I do, if they arrive, whenever they arrive, I'm planning on doing that. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. And you know, if you guys are doing hobby bingo as well, like I said, I'm doing hobby bingo as well. You know, I've got to you know, we've got about just over a month now until it finishes. I actually got the terrain kit that I'm going to be doing is the Rohan house. I've never actually got one of these before, and again, for that secret stream series, video series, whatever it's going to be, I need a couple of these. So just whacked myself there. Starting off one of these, definitely gonna work out for sure. So there we go, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What have you guys completed in October, or what are you guys working on at the moment? Would love to hear from you guys. But thank you guys so very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, happy gaming.